Don't see any book.
Right there, Pooh, in front of you.
Oh, my, yes. How curious. Oh, let me inspectorate that, would you?
No, let me see it first.
I'll let you see it second.
Give me that.
I'm trying to read the book. Oh, yeah. Pretty good shot, huh? Right in old Owly Boy's washy tub.
No, Tigger, we've got to get it out of there. Books can't get wet.
Oh, it's just a bit soggy. See? As good as...
Oh, my gosh, it's empty.
Oh, dear. The water must have washed away the words and pictures. Water has a tendency to do that, I believe.
Oh, my. Owl isn't going to like this. Not one bit.
Oh, it's too bad we just can't put back in all the words we washed out. Old Owly Boy'd never know it happened then. That's a very clever idea, Tigger. It is? Well, certainly. If we all get our crayons and pencils and pens, and we think very hard, we can make a new story for Owl and draw it and write it in his book.
But, what will it be about, Pooh?
Oh, about 15 or 20 pages, I'd imagine, Piglet.
No, Pooh Bear. I think Piglet means what will the story be about?
Oh, yes, I see. Well, let me think. Think.
We'll write the best book ever.
So interesting and clever.
The kind that pulls you in right from the start. With a title.
And some chapters.
And stories galore. A special and inspiring work of art. We'll write the best book ever.
We'll draw it up together.
I can picture the whole thing inside my head. Oh, I'm getting so excited.
And we're all gonna write it.
The best book that Al has ever read. Our book should have a story with a happy ending.
And a happy beginning also, Pooh.
Oh, yes. And I'll throw in a table of continents. Oh, what the heck? I ought to throw in two. We'll write the best book ever.
A scholarly endeavor.
The kind of book nobody could forget.
With something rare and beautiful on each and every page.
A #1 bestseller that they say is all the rage.
A book for young and old and folks of every age.
The best book that Al has ever read. The best book Al's ever read. All right, we'd best get started.
Yeah, and I've got the perfect story. A Mysterioso detective-like mystery. And it goes... It was nighty time in the 100-acre woods, see? The kind of night that reminds the stripedy kind of guy of all the almosts, the could've-this's, the might-have-been's, and made him feel like he'd been on a 3-day bounce through a briar patch. But T.G. McSnarl, striped detective, was tough, so he propped his feet up on his desk, and he growled. Like that. He looked down onto the wood he loved and had sworn to protect. Hello, wood that I love and have sworn to protect, he said. It was then that Trouble walked in his door. Trouble with a curly tail.
Mr. McSnarl, please, I need your help. I have acorns, see? I can pay.
Oh, boy. If I had a dime for every time some curly-haired blonde walked in here with a handbag full of acorns.
Stop!
What? Well, what's the big idea, Pigoletto?
Well, I did like it, especially the part about a piglet, but it seemed a little too sad and a little too scary. I have a happy, non-scary story.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, go ahead,
Perhaps a
Peter.
quite small story. Oh, sure, go ahead. If you like that kind of thing.
All right, now, let's see. A happy little piglet was walking happily through the wood. He liked to walk in the woods, gathering acorns and such, never dreaming that there could be more to life. What more could there be? Never, that is, until a very nice princess with long golden ears came frolicking through the forest.
Frolic, frolic, this way and that.
And when the princess saw the piglet, she was quite taken with him.
My, what an enchanting little piglet.
Thank you. That's very nice of you to say. But actually, I'm over here.
Oh, of course, my mistake. You're such an enchanting little piglet. I just know that if I kiss you on the forehead, you will turn into the hog prince I've been waiting for.
Really? But why?
Because that's just the kind of thing that happens in these stories.
Oh, all right. Then the princess gave the piglet a kiss on the forehead, and he instantly turned into a handsome hog prince. Oh, my! And after that, they went to live in the castle together, and things started getting even happier.
Hold it, that's enough.
Huh? But I liked my fairy tale.
Well, that's very nice, Piglet, but I think Owl would appreciate a book with some cold, hard facts in it. A bit more, something informative and interesting. Perhaps the how-to garden book. Gardening is an art form seldom appreciated among those who don't appreciate it. However, it can be the most satisfying, rewarding, wonderful experience possible. All you need are some seeds and a few simple tools, and...
Hold it right there, Flatfeet.
Stripey McSnarl, what are you doing here?
I'm putting an end to this little garden party. Now put down the rake and like it, Fluffbottom, and reach for the sky.
I will not. This is a book about gardening.
No, it should be a book about detectives.
As Prince of the Forest, I hereby order you to go back to my fairy tale. Please?
I want to do my story.
My happy story.
Come on,
About my
detective
gardening
stories
handle.
are bestest.
Excuse me.
Yes, Blue?
My story is a fairy tale, a mystery, and a gardening book all in one.
Oh, is it?
Yes, and it goes something like this. Well, it seems the gardener was having a problem with something trampling his eggplant.
There's nothing quite as yucky as squashed eggplant.
And so he asked for the help of the detective.
See?
Personally, I prefer my eggplant hard-boiled. Because, you know, I'm a hard-boiled detective, and it is eggplant, and... Okay.
Are you going to help me or not?
Well, of course I am. Helping is my business.
The detective took one look at the eggplant and instantly solved the mystery.
These are definitely woozle prints on this eggplant. There's nothing those never-do-goods like better than the sound of eggplants being squished.
So they called up the Hog Prince, who immediately wrote up a very special princely decree.
I hereby decree that woozles shall no longer step on fruits or vegetables of any sort.
At the prince's decree, of course there was much rejoicing.
Hooray! Rejoice! Rejoice! Happiness!
And they all lived happily ever after.
Oh, that was amazing.
Hello there, everyone. What are you all doing here?
Oh, Owlie. Well, it's kind of a long story.
We accidentally dropped your book in your wash tub, Owl.
And all the words and pictures got washed off.
But we replaced them.
But that book was a blank journal. Just empty pages to write down my thoughts.